Hello. I can't hear you, Megan. Did you mute yourself?
I muted myself. I'm so
I
sorry.
was
Hi,
like,
Kirsten.
great. Is my sound not working?
No,
Hi,
it's me.
Megan.
I'm a doofus. Welcome to
That's okay.
family night.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I feel so welcome. Do you have your treat?
I do. I have my treat. I'm so excited. It even has glitter in it, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Oh, so does mine. I'll show everybody. Can you see? You guys see?
I
I
can
put
see
pink
yours, but it's
glitter.
really hard to see mine. I
I
have
know
yellow
it's
glitter in mine.
cranberry. I probably should have put red glitter, but I really wanted to put pink glitter. I know, shocker. But it's
Yeah,
really
shocker.
like
You
I'm
know,
really
I was very close to following the recipe this time.
Oh,
I just did pomegranate instead of cranberry. So this is, I think, the
vegan.
closest I've ever been to a recipe.
Dude, you're never gonna be a real ex-Mormon because no, just kidding.
I think I am a real ex-Mormon because I didn't follow the recipe. I think that's what makes me
That's
a real
right.
ex-Mormon.
You choose for yourself, and I'm proud of you for that.
That's right.
Oh,
And I chose wisely.
you did.
I think we should
I
have go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I modified mine a little bit in that I added a little bit of Sprite for some fizzy bubbles. That was
I like
it.
bubbles.
You know. Yeah.
Bubbles are good.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. Welcome everyone who's in chat. And if you're watching on the replay, welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining us for family night. We have some more unhinged Book of Mormon stories for you this evening. I think it's going to be
Always.
fun. And I think
Wow.
we should start with an opening prayer.
Okay.
God bless glitter.
God bless glitter. I love that. Cheers.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh,
I
shoot.
was
We were
thinking
supposed to do song before prayer. I
I
totally
was
got it
about to
wrong.
say, and I actually thought of a song this week. So
Okay.
you might have to look up the words because I cannot remember it. But I remember it was the one I love to read the Holy Scriptures. I heard this song actually the other day, just like scrolling through something. It's I
I
love to
love to
read the
read the
Holy
Holy
Scripture.
Scriptures.
Yeah, you probably know better than I do.
And every time I do, I feel the Spirit start to grow within my
Grow
heart,
within my heart.
a testimony that it's true.
That they're true.
Search.
Search.
Yeah, you're right. Search,
Yep. Search,
ponder,
ponder,
and
and pray.
pray are the things that I must do. The Spirit will guide, and deep inside, I know the
I
Scriptures
know
are
the
true.
scriptures are true. Aw, isn't that great for family night, Megan?
That is
Because we're
great
reading
for
the
family night.
scriptures and we know it's
I
not true. We know it's true that they're made up. So does that count?
Yeah, it's true that the Book of Mormon is a work of fiction. That's how I feel.
Correct. Correct. So tonight we're talking about Alma. And Megan, let me tell you why I enjoy the story of Alma.
Please do. Please share.
I love that Alma was supposed to be a bad guy, but then he got influenced by Abinadi, who was a good guy. But then they
Right.
burned Abinadi. So then Alma, who had only heard, I'm assuming, maybe one or two lessons from Abinadi, is now
Right.
going to be the prophet,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
So he's going to baptize people, and spoilers coming up. He's going to become this good guy. And then Megan, he gets to have the worst kid in all of the land. And then he's
Yeah.
evil. I mean, it's a back and forth. Who's good? Who's bad? And Alma
Yeah.
the younger, man, that's coming. And that is a doozy of a story.
Yeah.
So
So I love that too. I love that Alma used to be a priest for the wicked King Noah. Wicked.
yes.
And then
Yeah.
he saw Abinadi get burned and he was like, whoa, hold up. I don't want to get burned. Guess I better be righteous.
Yeah.
He saw Noah get burned and then he was like, okay, two dudes just got burned.
Yeah.
So
Getting
he
serious.
decided he didn't want to be the third degree burn. And so he was like, I'm going to be a righteous dude. And so he was.
Yeah.
And then, as many righteous dudes do, he had a son who was an a-hole. But
Yeah.
then the son came around eventually. I don't know.
Yep.
It is a real
Yeah.
back and forth. It's kind of like, maybe this I think the Book of Mormon makes the most sense if you think of it as a parallel to Joseph Smith's life.
Yes, we have said this before, and it is definitely true. And this is also something I always recognized in the Book of Mormon. You can't have two good generations in a row.
That's
That would be
right.
so freaking boring.
It
And
would
we
be
all
super
know
boring.
teens like to rebel, so I guess just
Yeah.
every other, it's a lot of back and forth, and it always cracked me up. So knowing that we have good Alma this week means bad Alma is
Bad
coming.
Alma
And he
next
was,
week.
I know that you
He's
and I
pretty
have talked
bad.
about this. Bad Alma was kind of the story told often if you were in your like rebellious teen years.
Right.
Like, don't
It
be
was
like
like,
Alma the Younger.
yeah.
So,
Or do be like
correct.
Alma the Younger and repent of your wicked ways and,
Sure.
realize how wrong you were and how bad
Wow,
you were.
Megan, spoilers, okay? That's like 2 lessons from now.
You're
Jeez.
right. You're right. You're right. I don't want to give away the whole plot of the whole Book of Mormon right now.
Right.
All right.
So mine, I know my Alma story is split up into 2 because I have Alma baptizes, and then it was King Limhi, which we did last week, where he got the guards all drunk and then
Right.
ran away.
Right.
So, and then I have Alma and his people escape. So I don't know if you want to go first, and then I'll do mine since it's split up.
Well,
or
I don't know. I mean, I just have one story about Alma and his people, and it is longer than some of the other stories that we've done. It is a whole 4 pages long. So,
what?
yeah.
That is long for these. Okay. Well, then how about I go first? I'll do Alma teaches and baptizes, and then I'll skip to Alma and his people escape, and then you do
Nice.
yours. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Sounds great.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Alma teaches and baptizes. And Alma is going to be in his striped pajamas in this whole story,
I
just
love
so you
that.
guys know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my Alma
He's-
does not have striped pajamas. That's sad.
He's a happening guy. So,
Yeah.
all right, here we go. Alma escaped from King Noah's servants and hid for many days. While he was hiding, he wrote down what the prophet Abinadi had taught. So, starting his own scriptures.
So hold on. So he's like, that guy burned, and so I'm going to write down everything he said so that
Yeah.
people will remember what he taught. Got
Correct.
it. The first set of scriptures.
Yeah. Other than the ones they stole from Laban, correct.
Right. Other than those. Yeah.
The stolen ones. All right. Alma repented of his sins and went to the Nephites secretly, teaching them. Alma told the people to have faith in Jesus and repent. So they got secret missionaries apparently going on. During the day, Alma hid in a pocket of trees near a pool called the Waters of Mormon. And this is where he's hiding, a little pop-up tent thing.
That's a very proper little A-frame that he has going there. I wonder how he got it so taut.
He's just like real good at building stuff, just like Nephi could build boats. He can build like really, really good shelters, okay?
Right, apparently. Okay, so
if
I
you're
just have a
righteous,
question.
you just know how to build. Yes.
I already have a question, Kirsten. So
I might have an answer. I might just have a response. That sounds
how is
like
it that this body of water came to be called the Waters of Mormon when we don't even know a
Mormon's
dude
not
named
around
Mormon
yet?
yet?
That is an excellent point. I would love to tell you, but
I mean, Mormon doesn't come around for at least chapters,
a long time.
at least a few books. So it's first and second books of Nephi, Jacob, Enos, Omni, then Words of Mormon. And we're not there yet. We're still, oh wait, we are there.
We are, because we're in Mosiah
Words of
now.
Mormon and Mosiah. But how come there hasn't been any story of Mormon in our book so far? This is confusing.
Because he sucks.
For the kids. All right.
No, because kids can't think. Not yet. I'm just kidding. The kids are dumb. That is,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
I don't know.
So Mormon and Moroni in my book is the penultimate chapter. So that means we have a
Oh,
ways to go before we ever talk about who Mormon is in the Book of Mormon. Anyway, side quest.
well,
Sorry about that.
yeah. Well, he's hiding in a pocket of trees near the waters of Mormon in his
Well, there we
pop-up
go.
tent.
There we go.
Okay. Those who believed Alma's teachings went to the waters of Mormon and were baptized. I love that they give this specific number. Alma baptized 204 people into the Church of Christ.
So missionaries, take note. If you baptize less than 204 people on your mission, you are a failure. Just kidding.
But this is a
Sort of.
secret mission, Megan. So if it's a secret mission, probably it's better, obviously.
Right. He didn't like go to the MTC first, and
No,
it's
just
not like
secret.
these were a bunch of kids out there playing baseball and he was like, "Hey kids, are you hot? Would you like to get in the pool?"
No, no. They're all wearing their regular clothes too, not dressed in white. So obviously that's not really what Jesus wanted. Wow. Just putting that
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't understand why they didn't have their white baptismal clothing. That's not proper.
But they have their blue Ebenezer Scrooge pajamas. So tis the season.
It is indeed the season.
Okay. Alma ordained priests to teach the people. He told the priests to teach repentance and faith in Jesus Christ. He also said they must not argue, but be united. And he's giving them their confirmation in the priesthood, as you can see here.
Obviously.
Alma's people loved and served one another. They shared everything they had, and they were grateful to have learned about Jesus Christ. King Noah's servants saw Alma teaching the people. They said what the king said Alma was turning the Nephites against him, so he sent an army to kill them. God warned Alma that King Noah's army was coming. The people gathered their families, animals, and other belongings and fled into the wilderness. God strengthened Alma's people so they could escape from King Noah's army. The army searched but never found them. After traveling in the wilderness for 8 days, Alma's people came to a beautiful area that had pure water flowing through it. Here they planted crops and built buildings. The people wanted Alma to be their king, but Alma said God did not want them to have a king. God wanted them to be free.
They had a no kings party?
Apparently, oh, shoot. You can't say that here. Okay, I am now realizing why my order was changed from yours.
Okay, so, do share.
Mine went from King Abinadi and King Noah, where King Noah is burned, and Alma runs away.
Yeah.
Right during that same time. Yes, he hid behind a rock. I remember this. He's wearing his pajamas there too. Yeah. Then the next chapter is him with his people. And that's when he baptizes them. And it says King Noah is looking for them. That's why he had his secret mission. So,
right.
Alma says he's not going to be the king. That's when they go and find King Limhi. And Alma teaches King Limhi's people. And then they loved Alma, right?
I think so.
And then Alma and his people escape.
Makes sense. Okay. So, Angel Eyes, if you were with us for our last episode, actually it was 2 episodes ago that we had Wicked King Noah. And Abinadi was the prophet. King Noah wanted to burn Abinadi at the stake. Alma was one of the priests who served King Noah. But he saw that King Noah was going to burn this dude, and he was like, I'm out. I don't want any part of this. So he left.
Yes.
So then he became righteous, and now he's baptizing people.
Everybody.
By the hundreds. 204. Wow.
204. I almost feel like, you know how like bad liars, they say will be like very specific with unnecessary details?
Yeah.
Joseph is like, this is obviously directly from God because he gave me the exact number of how many
Right.
people were baptized.
That's literally what Jesse said earlier, and I showed it while you were reading. Jesse
Oh,
said, when
sorry.
lying, it's best to be specific so people feel like you must be telling the truth.
See, me
I
and Jesse
agree.
are here.
Yep, we're on the
It's,
we're
yeah.
on the same page. Yeah.
So, yeah, they got Limhi. Now I will continue. So, Alma says, God doesn't want you to have a king. He wants you to be free. I kind of feel like that was Joseph Smith trying to play into like the America not having a king, everyone be like, you know what I mean?
Right. They were very
So,
anti-king back then.
right. So this made them more comfortable that the good people say you shouldn't have a king, you know?
That's right. We don't want a king.
All right. So Alma and his people escape. One day, while Alma's people were working in the fields, a Lamanite army crossed the border into their land. The Lamanites are the bads right now. The Nephites were frightened and they ran to the city for safety. Alma told them to remember God and he would help them. The Nephites then began to pray because that works.
Yeah, so I'm just going to answer this question. Disco G6297. Yes, King Noah was the one with the pet cheetah.
Yes, that's the one.
King Siegfried Noah.
Yes, that's the one.
Ooh,
I love him.
Pet cheetah in America. Get it right.
Yes. You guys are the
I'm
best.
loving this
That's why we
audience
like this.
participation tonight. So much fun. Please continue, Kirsten.
All right. The Nephites are frightened, so they start to pray. Oh, by the way, this is the Nephites, as you can tell, because they have all their clothes on, but also they're clutching, like they're praying. They're like, oh, no. Okay. The Lord softened the hearts of the Lamanites. He does that a lot. Don't you feel like he softens their hearts or hardens them?
Yes, he's like people do soften their hearts or they do harden their hearts depending on how they're feeling. And we should move on.
God,
He's
really uses that heart like Play-Doh.
Okay.
Yeah. The Lord softened the hearts of the Lamanites, and they then did not hurt the Nephites. The Lamanites had. Go ahead.
Put the Play-Doh in the microwave then?
Apparently, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
The Lamanites had become lost while trying to find King Limhi's people. The Lamanites promised Alma they would not bother his people if he would tell them how to get back to their land. So Alma showed them the way. They didn't have GPS back then, Megan, so they had to ask.
But they had the Liahona at some point, and what happened to that magical instrument? Did it get taken up into heaven or what?
The Lamanites didn't have it, plus they're being bad. So
that's right.
But don't worry. So
you're bad.
Right? It doesn't work when you're bad. So I love this picture. He's like, hey guys, hey, let's all just be cool. Everything will be everything.
Everybody just be cool.
So he gives them directions and they're like, all right, you seem like a chill guy. We won't hurt you. Oh, but the Lamanites did not keep their promise. They put guards all around the land, and Alma and his people were no longer free.
That is rude.
Super rude. It's so Lamanite-y of them.
I know, right? Damn those Lamanites.
The Lamanite king made Amulon the ruler over Alma's people. Amulon had been a Nephite. Amulon had been a Nephite and a wicked priest for King Noah. And look,
there's another one of those wicked priests.
Look at this. He is quite a bit more fair-skinned, but he has like gold and stuff on, so you know he's a Nephite, but also wicked.
Yeah, he's wicked if he wears a lot of gold.
Yeah. So, and he's got a gold hat on. So you know he's a bad.
Yes.
Look at
that. If he's got a gold hat, that's a clear giveaway. Yep.
What a bad guy. Amulon made Alma's people work very hard. They prayed for help, but Amulon said anyone caught praying would be killed.
Ooh, I remember this story.
Do you remember? The people continued to pray in their
Yeah.
hearts. God heard their prayers and strengthened the people, so their work seemed easier. The people were cheerful and patient. Look at this picture. So the Lamanite guard, his hand is on his hip and he's got a whip. But the Nephite that is working is smiling while carrying all the stuff.
Of course.
So
yeah.
He's like gonna beat him, but he's like, I love working because I can pray in my heart.
That's right.
So that's all it takes, Megan. If we prayed in our hearts a little bit more, work wouldn't be that bad. There would be no burnout.
That's right. And we would just be happier if we had just prayed in our hearts. Why didn't we think of that, Kirsten? God,
I
we're
know.
stupid.
Well, we are women. So
That's true.
Wouldn't want to use that lady brain too much.
That's right. Women's ideas are so dumb.
Oh my God. Okay. God was pleased that the people were faithful. He told Alma he would help them escape from the Lamanites. During the night, the people gathered their food and animals. The next morning, God kept the Lamanites asleep while Alma and his people left the city. Look at them sneaking out at night. They're like, shh.
I love it when people sneak around in the Book of Mormon.
Me
so I just want to say
sneaky.
this. They're asking, very, very sneaky, sir. I want to address the rumors about the name of Laman. Obviously, it was not inspired by Joseph Smith's magical treasure digging buddy, whose name was Lyman. There was Lyman White. I mean, obviously, Joseph Smith is creative enough.
Obviously.
That, not creative. I mean, like, it directly came to him from God.
I was going to say, that's not creative, Megan. He had a rock. God. Obviously. Like, you don't even know how it happened.
Also, he had a younger brother named Sam, and there is a younger brother named Sam in the Book of Mormon.
Correct.
And, Laman and Lyman are pretty close to each other. I don't know. I mean,
that's just a coincidence. I mean, probably
I'm sure.
Joseph Smith was obviously picked because he knew how to pronounce it. Can you imagine if he picked God picked someone that didn't know how to pronounce Laman? We would have all sorts of mix-ups in the Book of Mormon.
It's kind of like the Nephi debacle where, people don't know how to say Nephi properly, but obviously there's a pronunciation guide right in the Book of Mormon that tells you how to say everything because Joseph Smith received it directly from God. And so the pronunciation guide that he wrote is correct.
Exactly. We wouldn't want to have the wrong emphasis, in the name. So.
It's not like Joseph Smith got drunk one night and was like, this is lame. This book is lame. Lame and stupid. Layman. Oh, Layman.
And it's not like Lemuel, Samuel. It just, I don't know. Anyway, I just have one square left.
Samuel. It was Lemuel.
Lemuel.
Okay, Lemuel is a little too close.
So
Let's make it Lemuel.
I can only imagine sitting there and like listening to this, and I'd be like, "Hey, Joe, no, shh," and then he gets you excommunicated. He'd be like, "Get your ass out of here." They were not believers. So my final square, just one left. After traveling for 12 days, so after they snuck out in the middle of the night because God kept the Lamanites asleep, they walked for 12 days. The people arrived at Zarahemla where King Mosiah and his people welcomed them. That is it.
Well,
this guy kind of looks like David Archuleta to me.
Oh, dang. Somebody had foreshadowing.
Yeah. So
that's
there you go.
Cool.
And now you all know that's what happened.
Well, that was quite a story with quite an anticlimactic ending, I do have to say.
Yeah,
I agree. With all of that hiding and running around, I thought for sure somebody was going to get burned at the stake again, or at least die or something.
not all the stories can be winners, Megan. And next week is Alma the Younger repents. So
I mean, it's kind of a big deal. But
It's a
to
big
be
deal.
honest with you, I'm always disappointed when the story doesn't end with the bad guy dying.
me too. But
Because
also,
as we know from Oscar Wilde, the good end happily and the bad and unhappily. That
happily,
is the meaning of fiction.
I loved that voice too. Nailed it. Good times.
All right. Well, should we compare and contrast my old story with your new story?
Absolutely. I'm so excited for
Well,
your pictures and your story.
To be fair,
Yes.
Wesley Swank, the Book of Mormon does end with all of the bad guys dying, like literally millions
All
of
of them.
all
Yes.
except one. There's only one good guy that survives, and his name is Moroni, and that's why he's the
Yeah.
gold dude on the top of all the temples, because he's the one good guy that survived, and
It's true.
all the bad guys died. So it really is the Disneyest Disney movie of all time.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
It
only
really
one
is.
guy. And that's why he had to bury the plates, because he was afraid that the bad guys were going to get him in the end. And so he's like, I know, I'll bury him, and then I'll die, and then I'll come back as an angel and tell some new dude where they are.
Exactly. You know what? The more we talk about it, the more this sounds just like the Charles Dickens Christmas Carol.
Kind of does.
We got Scrooge in the blue pajamas, which we saw in the Book of Mormon. We've got at least 3 ghosts. You know, we got bring in the priesthood, and then Moroni, whoever. We got. I think he read A Christmas Carol. When was that published? Let's compare it.
1820 something. I can't remember.
Maybe.
But you know, King Noah could be the ghost of Christmas future. Like, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to burn.
I don't know. He looks more like the ghost of future or Christmas present. How the fat and big one.
Yeah, he kind of does.
This
look
is
like
me
the
being
ghost,
Noah, apparently.
Brum, 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 brum. Good Lord. All right. Alma and his people. So we start out with Alma with this, like, this guy kind of reminds me of Richard Keel a little bit. He's got the super swanky hair and beard. And he's even wearing an amulet.
It looks really good. He looks like he is a cool happening guy.
Yeah. Alma was a priest of King Noah, but he believed Abinadi. He repented of his sins. He taught the people Abinadi's words.
Great.
In the daytime, he hid by a pool called the Waters of Mormon. He did not want King Noah to know where he was, so he hid by a source of water, which is where everybody would have gone every day.
He had a really cool tent, or not a tent, a shelter of some sort that was open on both sides.
Well, in your book, he did. In my book, he didn't have any shelter. He just hid by the water.
Behind a rock?
So, yes. Book of Mormon was 1830. Are we saying that Christmas Carol was 1843? I don't know. I'm too tired to look it up right now.
I know. I was like, I know when the Book of Mormon is. I was asking about Christmas Carol.
Right.
Around the same time.
Right.
Okay.
One book to rule them all. I love it.
Correct.
All right. Many people came to hear Alma. Okay, if he was hiding, how did many people come to hear him?
Well, maybe that's why they changed it in mine, where it said he went on a secret mission.
He went out among
and
the
taught
people
the people.
Psst,
by the way,
Waters Mormon at sunrise. I'll tell you a story you're not gonna believe.
You're like, well, let's do that. It's gonna blow your mind.
So maybe if the Christmas Carol was written in 1843, maybe Charles Dickens took some of his ideas from Joseph Smith.
Oh, good God.
I'm sorry. All my apologies to Charles Dickens. I apologize.
How dare you?
That was terrible. I should probably be struck dead right now. All right.
Well, yeah. Just kidding.
So all of the people who came to hear Alma when he was like, "Psst, meet me by the waters of Mormon," he told them to have faith in God. Pardon me one moment, please.
It's the dog. It's always the dog. They're so cute.
She was,
I love them.
she was sitting at my feet going, and her tail was
She
like hitting my
loves
leg.
you.
She does. She just wants to be part of the story. And look, you can see.
I know.
Look, he's like, can I be part of the story?
It's so cute. The only reason my dogs aren't scratching at the door right now is because John made burgers on the grill. So they want to be down there.
Can I just tell you a quick story about my dogs? I don't know.
We couldn't stop you if we wanted to.
Well, you could. You could just like shut up and crack on, and I'll be like, all right.
I want to hear about the dogs.
I don't know how or when this developed, but this is Loki, everyone. He's like, hi, I'm Loki.
He's so cute.
Dog of mischief. And I don't know why this happened, but the two of them have developed this little routine where I feed them first thing in the morning, and Valkyrie, she eats her food right away, like a good girl. And Loki sits here and guards his food all day long. And then as soon as I get on a podcast, he decides it's time to eat his food so he can crunch as loudly as possible. And he's over there growling. Whenever Valkyrie comes close, he will start to growl at her.
He's like,
he's like, don't you dare. Don't you dare eat my food. You can
totally hear him. Yeah. He's like, oh.
Eat your food. Look, I'm going to close your cage. Valkyrie can't hurt you. She's not going to anyway. She's a princess. Anyway, that's my dog story. Sorry for the digression.
I love it. That's
all right.
Okay. So they're at the waters of Mormon. The baptisms are coming. I can feel it. All it takes is get them to the water, Megan.
We're 2 panels away. Okay. Alma told them to repent and be baptized. He told them to serve God.
That always goes over really well, too.
Telling them to serve God.
To repent, serve God, be baptized. People take that really well.
They usually do,
found.
Many people wanted to be baptized. They loved God. Or they were like, this dude is guarding the water and we've got to get in there somehow. So might as well.
They're like, sure. Can we just get our water? And he's like, not until you repent and be baptized. They're like, okay.
Can I just point
it's hot
out,
anyway. Yeah.
Alma is doing the whole holding the wrist, holding the nose thing that every Mormon dad does when they baptize their kid.
Yes.
So that's how we know it's true. All right. That day, once again, the numbers match up. 204 people were baptized in the waters of Mormon. They all joined the Church of Jesus Christ of early day saints.
No, of no day saints. There was no latter days or early days. It was just the Church of Jesus Christ. The end.
And now it's come full circle because right now their website is churchofjesuschrist.org. They've dropped the latter day.
Why did they name it Church of Jesus Christ when Jesus had not been born yet? They knew there was a savior coming, but then everybody's like, oh, is this like they didn't know his name? I'm assuming.
Kirsten.
So
all scriptures testify of Christ. So they knew his name already.
I was going to say something that's going to be a comment I cannot say on live internet, but I have a remind me of this because I have to tell you something really snarky and hilarious that I thought of. Go ahead.
Join us for the members only afterwards. We'll do it there. Aaron's Hook, me too, or is it Aaron Shook? Is it Aaron Hook? Aaron,
I mean, we do care, Aaron. We know your name.
We do. Like I want to know, is it Aaron's Hook or is it Aaron Shook? That's an important distinction, I feel like. But me too. My hair floated to the surface and they made me go get dunked also. My hair was like, absolutely not. Same exact thing. My hair was like, do we have to do this?
Mine did not. I had it in a braid.
It's
So,
Aaron Shook. I was wrong the first time.
Aaron
My
Shook.
apologies.
I apologize for saying who cares, because I do care. I was just like, move along is what I meant.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
I digress too much and Kirsten gets annoyed with me. So here we
I'm
go.
like, okay,
Now,
go.
there are some striped pajamas. They're not on Alma, but it's a dude in the background.
Well,
So,
at least they're keeping the historically accurate garments consistent.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to just have to apologize for myself right now. I'm going to read this panel and then I'm going to show you the picture without further comment.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Alma ordained priests to teach the people. They taught the people to obey God and love each other.
Oh, okay. Yep. There it is.
And I'm moving along now without further comment. King Noah sent soldiers.
Me? Why would you show me that?
I'm sorry. I don't like.
Like you couldn't have just. Okay, keep going. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
I didn't draw the picture.
Continue. No. No, you didn't.
Saw it.
And now
And
we've all
also,
seen it.
I don't understand why there is a man on the end of the picture who is wearing a nude colored robe that makes it look like he's not wearing anything, and there's like a little shadow. I don't
We know. Megan, we've all seen the picture. We know.
Now we've all
know.
seen the picture. I don't understand.
I mean, to be fair, it's not in mine, so they took it out at least at the next edition.
They fired that artist. They were like,
we've had some comments.
They're like, I know that picture. It's a drawing. Oh my gosh.
Dude, make
it. Sorry. For the members only, there's yet another story we're going to have to tell. Okay.
Yeah.
King Noah sent soldiers to catch Alma and his people, and they're very angry.
Yes.
God told Alma
the
soldiers were coming. He's like, Alma, the soldiers are coming. Alma and his people went into the wilderness. King Noah's soldiers could not find them.
What?
It's almost like they were camouflaged with the power of God.
Sure. That's an idea.
After 8 days, Alma's people came to a beautiful land. They planted crops and built houses. They worked very hard.
Of course.
Even the women worked very hard. And also, I just want to, I love this running picture that comes next.
Oh, me too.
Exciting. It's an action shot.
I was going to say, Megan, too, you know, when the good people versus the bad people, because I have noticed that they're always describing whoever is bad as being lazy or not wanting to work. So we know the Nephites are good people because they're hard workers, because if you're lazy, you're a bad. So that's just an easy tell, right?
I just have to say that my mother always praised me for being a hard worker. And at one point, she gave me a charm bracelet for Mother's Day, and it had a bee on it.
Oh, good God.
And I was like, because, you know, the reason why Utah is the beehive state is because they value people who are worker bees.
Correct. Yep.
So there's that.
Which makes me kind of sad, because I thought about getting bees just because I thought it'd be cool to have bees. But then I was like, Mormons like bees. I can't have honey now. There is a very nice person who sells bees at our farmer's market, though, and I have bought from them before, and they're very nice. I don't know if they're Mormon. I don't
They
think
sell
so,
bees or they sell honey?
They sell honey. Did I say they sell bees?
You did.
Well, My margarita's almost gone.
Take home a pet bee.
They sell bees. Well, probably if you're like, I'm interested, they'd be like, we could probably work something out. And they'll give you a couple queens or something. I don't know. But they sell honey.
Would you like?
And I got it because I thought it would help with allergies or whatever.
Oh
but
yeah, local honey is good for that.
Yeah, I don't know if it
also
did or not, but I like them, so I buy honey from them when I'm there.
I also wanted to have bees, and we should just move on because we're going to be off on another rabbit trail or bee trail.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
One day, Alma's people were working in their fields. The Lamanites came. Not the Lamanites.
No, they're the worst.
Alma's people ran into the city. They were afraid. Oh no.
Oh no. Run away. Run away.
Alma and his people.
Is there another really great picture?
Alma and his people prayed for help. They prayed that the Lamanites would not kill them.
Please don't let us die. Why?
I especially like the hairstyle of like the curled under.
It was really in fashion.
You know
weren't
what?
there, Megan. Did you see it with your own eyes? You don't know it was fashionable.
You're right. I don't. But I also really, Aaron Shook, like their leather wristbands. They always had such fashionable wristbands.
Yeah.
I always wondered why. Anyway,
it's pretty important for them to look styling.
They decided. That's right. They decided
they needed to multiply and replenish the earth, so they had to be looking real good.
That's right. They had to have something to attract the women folk. It was the leather wristband.
Oh, like you never dated a drummer. Come on, Megan.
I exclusively dated a drummer in high school.
That's why I said it. I knew. I remember.
Oh man.
Okay, in the chat right now, put a 1 if you think he wore a leather wristband, put a 2 if you think they didn't, because then we can show Megan that she's being rude to the Nephites with their leather wristbands when we all know her 1990s drummer boyfriend trying to get him some. Yeah, he was wearing a leather wristband.
Unfortunately, I'm very sad to
everybody knows. Everybody knows. Look at the ones.
I'm very sad to inform you that the wristbands were not, in fact, made of leather.
Well, that shows he cares about animals. Oh
no, no. You need to think about
Madonna.
Nope. You need to think about Richard Simmons.
Oh no. Why, Megan?
Terry
why? Why? I just see this like red and white striped. Like,
yep, 100%. Not all the time, but
So
because
when you say drummer, I was thinking like Nirvana, cool rocker, Tommy Lee Jones, and what I'm hearing is he was like the timpani player.
No, he actually did have a pretty bitchin' drum kit, and his yeah.
What is this, American Graffiti?
I said that word on purpose, Kirsten.
Sure.
His favorites were Rush and Boston and Journey and that kind of stuff. So
okay, he sounds great. Sorry, back to the Nephites and the Lamanites.
And a full on mullet, and also if anybody remembers Z Cavarici pants.
Oh, he sounds really hot for the 90s.
One of these days on a members only, I will show you some prom pictures that will blow your mind. Okay.
Oh my God. Right. Can I show my prom pictures where I look like I'm like the mother of the bride in my stupid modest dress?
Of course. Yeah. And this was the point. Sassy Rebel, cotton wristbands were better at sopping up. Well, it was, in this case, it was wrist sweat, because if they had sweaty palms, the drumsticks, might go flying, and you just,
someone could lose an eye.
I actually don't talk to him anymore, but I did recently reconnect with his twin brother who played the bass. who is a lovely person. And I do still keep in touch with my high school friends, but not all of them.
Aw.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Alma told the Lamanites his people would not fight. The Lamanites marched into the city. Dun, 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 dun. Amulon came out of nowhere. I don't know where this dude came from.
He's the king. He was the
I
one that
know.
was appointed by
No, but
somebody.
it doesn't say that in the book, so we don't know this as kids.
It does in mine. Yours is just an old one.
Oh,
God,
you're right. Mine's
Megan.
old.
Because mine
Anyway.
says the Lamanite king made Amulon the ruler over Alma's people.
He was
So.
one of King Noah's wicked priests. The Lamanites made him king of Alma's people. And I just want to say it's really ironic that Amulon is wearing an amulet. Right
Very nice.
there.
I wonder if the artist did that on purpose to be silly. He's like, I've got the greatest pun, the best punny joke that only I will get.
Right. It's like,
and here we
my
are.
King Amulon is going to wear an amulet.
Oh my God. I was about to say us. Here we are 30 years later. Dude, it's like 50 years later.
Right.
To me, the 70s was 30 years ago. So that's what I'm sticking with.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Amulon was mean to the people. He made them slaves. He made them work too hard. Amulon said he would kill anyone who prayed out loud. Alma's people still said their prayers, but they did not pray out loud. Very valiant of them. God heard their prayers, which means that he can hear your thoughts too, Kirsten.
Oh, I'm aware. Believe me.
God made the people strong. They did the hard work, but it seemed easy. Look, here they are pushing a massive piece of rock that they never could have done without God's help.
Dude, mine with the smiling guy in his basket seems way more realistic.
I know, right? He's got a little basket. These guys are pushing a giant
and he's so happy. He's like, I love carrying baskets.
He must be whistling while he works.
Exactly.
God was pleased because the people were faithful. God told the people he would help them get away from the Lamanites.
Wait.
What?
Did we skip over the whole part where Alma gave him directions? Your part didn't talk about that. Mine says the Lamanites got lost. Oh, okay, sorry. My bad, diggity dog.
No worries. I got you. All right. That night, Alma and his people got ready to leave. They packed their food and they brought their animals together. And I love that all it is this dude chasing his sheep around in the dark.
Wait, Megan, because my mouse is over there and I can't reach. Sassy Rebel said, always practice safe prayer, my children. And that made me laugh.
Yeah, that's right. So Trevor
if you don't want to die.
That's right. Trevor reminds us that oral prayer is risky. And Aaron Shook says oral can be risky, but there is great reward. So
correct. We wish all to receive it.
We desire all to receive it. And some to give it.
Your eyes have not yet been opened.
You are beginning to see already.
Oh my
you
God.
have forgotten everything.
We have to play that game. We're going to have to do it on a members only, where we read the temple ceremony and things you can say in the temple and can also say in the bedroom.
That's right.
You know what? Cheers to that.
Let us go down. The next morning, God made the Lamanites stay asleep. Oh, they slept in.
They had a hard day. They were like whipping people and stuff. Didn't you see?
It kind of looks just like when they snuck out when the people were drunk. They're like passed out against the wall over here.
That's what I thought. They're like sleeping by the fire and everybody's sneaking away. They're like, haha, they won't see us. One of them's like this. So sneaky.
Alma and his people left the city. Alma's people walked all day. They stopped in a beautiful valley and thanked God for helping them.
Oh.
After 21 days, exactly 21.
Mine says 12.
Oh,
Is
maybe
it 21 or is it 12?
maybe my artist was dyslexic. I don't know. Dysgraphic,
Maybe.
if it's numbers.
It's numbers.
After 21 days, they came to Zarahemla. King Mosiah and his people were happy to see them. The end.
Megan, we need to fact check this because Joseph
right.
was very particular with his numbers, as we know from the 204 that were baptized and the 2,000 stripling warriors. You know, he really liked his numbers, that Joe.
Yes, he did.
So according to mine, it's in Mosiah 24, verse 25. Y'all,
Mine says,
Megan has to look it up
24, 25.
because she still has her scriptures, whereas I definitely do not.
I feel like sometimes people watch my videos and they see the giant set of scriptures up there and they're like, oh, what a nice Mormon creator. And then they see this.
I mean, on TikTok, I have definitely fooled specifically a man or two. I will not lie.
He's like, I thought I was coming here to have my testimony strengthened, and now you said mean things about me.
They're like, you look like a good Christian lady. Just kidding.
Everybody else tells me how wonderful I am as a Mormon man, and you didn't.
Megan, I didn't even tell you. Today I was called an ex-Mormon Karen. I was like, you're right. That's exactly who I am. Thank you so much.
It's almost as good as the person who said F you leftist Karen to me.
Well, I was also called a Biden-loving liberal. Yes, Biden-loving liberal. See you next Tuesday. A few years ago, before Trump was put back in office. So it was pretty exciting. I laughed at that. I was like, I literally said to the person that I should get that on a t-shirt. That did not go over well.
I can imagine. I can't imagine why. Okay, what are we? 24 or 24, 25?
24, 25. Yes, ma'am. How many days? 12 or 21?
Oh.
Who screwed up?
My book is wrong.
That's why they had to update it.
That's right. I'm going to go ahead and read verse 24 because it contains my favorite phrase, the most often whispered phrase in the entire Book of Mormon. And I shit you not that they departed out of the valley and took their journey into the wilderness. And after they had been in the wilderness 12 days, they arrived in the land of Zarahemla, and King Mosiah did also receive them with joy.
Oh, that's nice. Anyways,
and now, speak amongst yourselves while I take a dog break because they are literally freaking out.
I'll just tell you guys, Megan can still hear me, so she can tell me her thoughts when she gets back. So Megan's reader was made in 1978. So that typo of 21 days versus 12 days was not corrected until 1985, which I find very hilarious that they decided to take that long. Maybe they just thought, oh, it's a misprint. Who cares? Will any children really notice? Kids don't know how to count. They don't know. 21, 12.
And that's the reason we left the church, is because the 21 and the 12 were not correct.
We're like, the doctrine is obviously not true. We're out of here. Anyways. So that's the story of Alma. It's all very exciting. Do we have any questions from the audience? My mouse is over there, so I can read what you're saying, but I'm not going to click on it. Yeah, Ceci Rebel, believe it or not, there is a typo. People were not paying attention to what Joe said. Megan, are you just hiding with your camera off? Because two can play at this game. I'm just kidding.
No, I just wanted to make sure I got settled.
Yeah, God doesn't care, obviously. He doesn't really instruct his editors when they're doing the Book of Mormon for children.
Yeah, definitely. how can they actually be prophets of God if they got the numbers 1 and 2 transposed in the children's edition of the Book of Mormon reader?
Think of all the children who grew up thinking it was 21 until they could read. I mean, that's like what, 5 years? That
Exactly.
practically ruined their testimony.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you they were made to read scripture as soon as they could read. How do I know this? Because my family made me.
Yeah. I got many bribes to read the Book of Mormon, and the bribery continued. Like, my grandparents bribed me to read the Book of Mormon. They bribed me to learn Love at
Yeah.
Home on the piano, and
Articles of Faith.
the Articles of Faith, memorizing.
Yep.
Well, yes, memorizing all 13 of the Articles of Faith.
Yep.
And I recently found out, and I just laughed so hard when I found this out, because
Show us, Megan. Prove it.
my
Picture
mom.
it didn't happen.
Well, I don't have pics, but my youngest child is honest, and my mom offered all of my children, each of my children, $20 if they would read the whole Book of Mormon, and as many
Only
times as they would
20?
read. Well, I mean, first of all,
Come
my
on.
parents are kind of cheap, and secondly, this was a while ago.
Oh, my
you
bad.
know, it was the early 2000s. But then, they kept the price the same throughout the years. So even though my oldest
No
is 15
inflation,
years,
man.
there's no inflation. Yeah. So my youngest told me Grammy offered her $25 to read the Book of Mormon, and she happily took the money, and she said, "I never read the Book of Mormon."
Wow. I would like
my
to
mom
say
was
that's
like,
something I would do, but I don't think I would. I definitely would have been like,
I
this is
definitely
too
would not
important.
have. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would never have lied about reading the Book of Mormon. But
Yeah.
I think my youngest has always kind of been like, I don't care.
I love that for her. I really do. I have
Yeah.
to say that one of the ways I got to read, or my parents got me to read the Book of Mormon, is I am a very creative person, as we all know. It's wild that I'm as good with numbers as I am. But, well, that's some creativity too. If you're trying, never mind. I won't even say that. Anyway, my parents got me this thing. It was the Salt Lake Temple, and there were like numbers and bubbles in it, and you would color them in every time you read a chapter.
Yes.
So it was like, I'm sure you've seen this. So they got me that, and I loved coloring it in so much that I would read like several chapters at a time because I wanted the picture to look cohesive. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
So that's how they got me to read the Book of Mormon. I'm sure on more than one occasion, because I remember getting more than one of those little coloring charts. So
yeah, it was a frequent thing for me and Young Women's too, where they would give us some kind of a coloring chart, and we would have to like,
Young Women's.
and for seminary as well, they would give us one, and then you
Yeah.
couldn't graduate from seminary if you didn't read the whole text of what you were studying that
It's
year.
true.
So I
Yeah.
remember one time I commented on my TikTok, something like, I read the Bible cover to cover. And this person came in my comments as well and was like, "You never read the
Of
Bible
course
cover
they
to
did.
cover."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, because you know me and you know that I didn't read it cover to cover." I was like, "Trust me, I read it cover." I was just that much of a goody two shoes that when we were studying the Old Testament, I
Yeah.
read the entire Old Testament. And then when I was a gospel doctrine teacher, and you know how they give you like a segment, and they're like, "You're going to cover
Yeah.
Genesis chapter 1 through 3, and then we're going to skip the rest of
Yeah.
Genesis and move on." I was like,
You're
"Nope,
like,
I
hell
want
no.
context. I'm going to read the entire thing." And I just remember
Yeah.
very specifically, I was team teaching, so I only had to teach every other week. But I felt like I had to keep up with the other reading because frequently my team teacher would not show up, and I would have to do the lesson anyway.
Oh,
And
yeah. I
so
had one of those.
every
Yeah.
Sunday, I would come home from church and I would read whatever was the material for the next lesson. And then throughout the week, I would read
Nerd.
everything else. Yeah, I was a nerd. Sorry. I was. I'm not. This is not a past tense thing. I am still a
I was
nerd.
about
Listen,
to say, when you said was, I was like, has anybody been to your other channel?
I spent 4 hours this weekend making a timeline for the case that I'm covering on my other channel.
You could have just asked me, Megan, because the second, okay, I'm so mad that you're being the juror because I have been following this since it happened.
I'm sorry, you guys, for this digression away from ex-Mormon Snark.
I'm not. We need to get Megan more views over there. Sorry about my channel just kind of falling. But Megan's got to keep her lights on somehow.
I am covering the Brian Walsh case. It is a sad story of a mom who disappeared on New Year's Day, and they still do not have a body, but he is being tried in her red room.
Guys, don't write anything. I'm just saying it now. Guys, don't put it anywhere on the comments. Megan doesn't know anything else that's going on because she's pretending she's a juror. Now,
don't put any of the tea in the comments.
Jesse, correct. I think it was Jesse. I'm not into true crime, especially recently. But this is a case I'd been following for a while because I had kind of a connection, which I will tell later.
You haven't told me your connection yet.
I know. That is why I'm following it.
Correct. Is it because you can't? Oh,
correct.
Okay, so do you know what my connection is?
Just that you had family that lived there.
I used to have family that lived in Cohasset, and Cohasset is a tiny, 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 tiny town in Massachusetts.
I don't have a connection like that. Let me be clear. The stuff that you do not really know, I believe, is just something that piqued my interest. And then it got me I went down a rabbit hole one day. I have had similar experiences with things. So when I started going down the rabbit hole, I was like, okay, what is going on? And that's how that all kind of snowballed.
Yeah.
So no more about that.
Yeah, yes, I apologize for all of you who are not into true crime. Today was the first day in the trial.
Don't get into it.
I lost it, and I was like, okay, that's it. The gloves are coming off now. The Snark is coming out. Today's recap from today is going to be crazy. Anyways, all we can say is that I've always been a nerd. Always have been. I've always been, well, I should say this, like I used to be a rule follower because I thought that it would endear me to my parents. I think that was what I was trying to do more than anything else.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, but there's always been, and I think I've said this many times before, there's always been this warrior princess part of me that is like, this is wrong. This is bad. And I feel so bad for her because she's been silenced for such a large part of my life. And now that she is allowed to have a space, she wants to take over and burn everything to the ground. And so I have to just say, thank you, Warrior Princess Megan, for being here. I'm so glad you have a voice now. I love it. Let me listen to it. And then I'll say, I'm going to take that under advisement and probably not go quite that far.
Well, Megan, going back to the reason I called you a nerd, if you recall, is because you were reading ahead in the scriptures just to make sure you had all of the context. This isn't something you just wanted to fly by the seat of your pants. You had to make sure you had the true word of God, the factual information in order to create your own opinion, as long as it aligned with the Mormon church and what the book said you were allowed to teach. Am I correct?
That is correct. It was very much like, okay, the book says I can only teach this segment, but I want to know what else is in there. And also because some of it was like, I didn't want to get caught off guard by some weird commenter who was like, but did you know it also says blah, blah, blah? And I could be like, yes, I do know that it says that. And I hear you, but we're not going to talk about that in the lesson today. You and I visit afterwards.
I really need to bring this up. I feel something heavy on my heart today, and I feel impressed to share it with you.
Is your heart heavy and your mind clouded, Kirsten?
Just like Megan in the cold winter of 1993.
1990.
Yes. No, I was thinking about this. I might do a short on it. So many people come in our comments true believing members or just Christians or very religious people, which whatever. I hate when they come in and say like we don't know our stuff or we never really believed
Yeah.
or whatever, and they'll tell
Yep.
us the reason behind doctrine or quote scripture or whatever. And sometimes I want to say, listen, I have lived your experience. You have not lived mine. Like, none
Yeah.
of these people have ever left the church and had the experience of feeling, like you were saying, that now you're a warrior princess or being whoever you truly were meant to be. And it was suppressed for all these years, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, sometimes it really gets frustrating because even when true believing members come in the comments and say their piece or say why we're wrong or say that we're, talking about sacred things or whatever, I want to be like, I've heard your side because I lived your side. I know your
Right.
experience. You don't know mine. So why
Right.
would you come in and tell me what my experience has been or say that I'm an awful person or I'm out here trying to be derogatory to these things? I don't know. That's something I was thinking about a lot, especially today. That I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
frustrating to me, I guess, when people assume that we're doing something nefarious when, in my opinion, we're not. Maybe other people disagree, but I don't know. That was just something I was thinking about a lot today.
Yeah, totally. I get that too. It's like I I I remember what it was like to think the way that they thought and to feel threatened
Yes.
by anything that was critical against my belief system.
Yeah.
And um so I get it, and I'm just like, I understand that you are where you are, but also I want to help them understand that there's more than one way to experience something and that two things
Right?
can be true. You can have had
Right?
your experience and my experience can also be valid. And that's what I've
Yeah.
gotten, when I do my Mormon expositor, Salt Lake expositor episodes on Sunday on my other channel. I was talking about the fact, because it is a fact, that they use tithing records
Yep.
to make a short list of who should be bishop or stake president. I know that as a fact. And yet I've gotten several comments from people telling me that
Yep.
that is a lie. Well, it's not a lie. It's my experience. It's what I know to be
Yep.
true from talking to many, many people, one of whom was a former bishop, one of whom was a former stake president, who confirmed, yes, that's part of the way that we did it. And so just because you don't know about it doesn't make my narrative false. And
Yeah.
I have another family member who, when I was
Yep.
talking about my family case, would say, that never happened. And I'm like, just because you weren't there or you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen. And I
Yeah.
have always said, I'm
Yeah.
just out here speaking about my own experiences. I
Yeah.
am a truth teller and I am going to talk about my experiences the way that I see them because I know I have a perspective that resonates with people. And I know that what I say has value and I know that I'm helping people because they tell me all the time. And so
But
I'm going to keep doing that.
it's not just your experience. This is the thing. Like, I know that's verbiage I used and you have used as well. But at the same time, I also want to be like, it's not just experience. Like, people will say this is my truth, which I totally get where that came from. This is what I experienced, right? But
Yeah,
truth is truth. It is true. Joseph Smith was a con man in the court of law.
right.
It is true, that he put a rock in a hat. It is true. They look at tithing records. Like, there is a difference between my truth or my lived experience versus true facts that actually happened that can be scientifically or legally proven or however
Right,
you want to say. And that's something that I think drives me nuts too, because belief and truth are not the same thing,
right,
even if it looks that way in a lie detector. Do you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like
Yeah,
it just, yeah, sometimes it just drives me nuts. And that was just something I was thinking about a lot today. Maybe it's because I have been following this court case as well, but like truth is different than belief. Truth is different than experience. Like truth is
yes.
truth. End
Yeah,
of the day. And the things that we say, I know you and I have been really careful, when we talk about things on our channel, we only want to talk about things that can be backed up or are just our lived experiences. We don't try to speak for other people.
Right.
We don't try to make assumptions or, go out on too many limbs, although we do sometimes, especially when we're joking. But like, especially when we're talking about the church or trying to expose truths, these are things that are true.
Right.
Period. Like, you can come at me saying you don't think that's true. We can show you documented evidence from the church. Like, I've even made it a priority that when I'm talking about things, to find things that you can show from the church's website or the church's approved documents, because truth is truth. End of the day, that's it. I don't know. Sorry, I went on this big tangent. But
No, I agree with you. And and the other thing I want to point out is that, we try not to make it about like feelings, because feelings aren't facts. Sometimes we experience something and we tell ourselves a story that's not really true. It comes out of our wounding, but your experience is valid and it's important. And so it's an important point to consider. Does it mean, like, if you experienced racism in the church, does that mean that all Mormons are racist? No. But when the organization itself has racist underpinnings, you're going to experience racism in the church. And I've heard so many white people say, like, I'm not racist. I love Black people. I love people of color. I'm like, okay, good for you. However, the organization that you belong to is factually a racist organization, because it's verifiably true. We can prove that is the fact. It is a sexist organization. It is an organization that doesn't protect children. These are all things that we can say that are factual, not just our feelings and not just our experience, but things that are verifiable because we can prove it by the action or the inaction of the organization.
Dude, I mean, just saying that, with the abuse and everything that's come out so much that we all know. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, season 3, that Megan has not seen, and my garbage person has, which is me. I'm the garbage person.
You're not a garbage person. Stop it.
On the reunion, like 4 or 5 separate people, both male and female, revealed that they had had abuse in their life, right?
Yeah.
One of them just straight up said it was a family member who I'm assuming is LDS. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's so prevalent. It is. But why are they not pointing out all of these people are LDS?
Yeah.
And so most likely they were hurt by people who were also LDS.
100%.
And I'm super annoyed that this is not something anybody is bringing up. Like, I'm not going to lie, because I'm like, at one point in the reunion, if any of y'all watch Garbage TV, shout out to the real ones, I guess. Well, at one point, one of the husbands, I think it might have been Conner. I don't remember all their names. It could have been anybody for all I know.
Yeah.
He was like, can I just point out how many of us have had this happen? And they're all like, yeah, it's so hard. But I yelled at the TV audibly, it's because you're all Mormon. Like, I literally said that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, again, this is going down another rabbit hole, but I know this is something that you really prioritize talking about, Megan, and I haven't really used my voice to talk out about it publicly that much. But it's something that I really wish more people were saying straight up. This is a Mormon-centered TV show where Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, all of these people grew up LDS, and this many people already have come out saying they were abused in childhood or by a spouse or something, which was most likely an LDS person who had a temple recommend. I mean, like, how far does this rabbit hole go until we see, like, you are Mormon, there is abuse in the Mormon church?
Yeah.
Sorry if that was not coherent, but
no, that's exactly what it is. And
driving me nuts.
Yeah, I can't remember the person now that I saw this interview with, because it was one of those things that was like, it was on my watch later list and it just came up as I was doing something else, and it came and went before I had a chance to like really pay attention to it. But it was somebody who was relatively famous, and they said, now, weren't you raised in the Mormon church? And they said, yes, I was, but I don't really like to talk about it. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. I mean, you don't have to answer anything you don't want to, but is there a specific reason? And the person just said, I really don't want to get into it any deeper than this, except to say that they have a child abuse problem and they're not doing enough about it. And I can't be affiliated
Wow.
with an organization like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty clear cut to me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to
Yeah.
go back and look up who that was because it really, like, it was a short. All it was a short. And I was like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Like,
you know,
whoa.
and then it was gone
Yeah.
like in the ether of my YouTube watch later, which has like 120 videos on it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's that. Anyway, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who is willing to listen and acknowledge, because yeah, we're totally about snark, but the reason we are so snarky is because it's like a laugh or cry kind of a situation. And
Oh,
we do often cry about it.
Yeah. I mean, I finished editing our Veil episode
Yeah.
today. So last week we had the endowment ceremony at the temple, and we stopped right before we got to the veil, which is technically all part of the same ceremony. So
Yep.
today I was editing our veil ceremony. That will be on Thursday, talking about what happens there. But there was several points in it where both me and Megan, there was a few times where Megan's like, I need a break. And I said, I really need a break.
Yep.
And we had to take a moment, you know, and I mean, we recorded for over 2 hours, and I think the episode is like 1:20, just to give you guys kind of an idea that this stuff, we're like, it's hard. It's remembering the things that we did because we thought we were obeying God or doing what God wanted or what our family wanted, or, you know, X, Y, and Z. We get so many comments of, why do people go to the temple and then continue to be a believing member of the church? And
yeah,
that's a great question. The only thing I can say is, you know, brainwashing cult mentality where you've been taught this stuff, you know, since you were a child.
Since you were a kid. Yep.
Keep a prayer in your heart, follow God, and you won't be burned, you know, all of those things. So when we go back at it, it really is laugh or cry. Those are the options, you know.
Yeah.
Or I guess go into a mental institution for severe anxiety and depression. I don't know.
Right. And, you know, Kirsten and I have talked about this. I don't know how much I've said it on the channel before, but I literally used to go into my closet and just close the door and sit in there and cry. And I would have,
so sad.
but the good thing is I had Cocoa Pebbles in there usually. And so I would go into the kitchen, I would get a bowl, I would pour some milk in it, I would get a spoon,
Megan,
and then I would go into my closet and pour Cocoa Pebbles in there.
You know what I'm going to say, aren't you?
I don't think so.
Oh, I was going to say, I just want to make sure it's Cocoa Pebbles and not Fruity Pebbles.
Okay, I'm gonna go let my dogs in. Gross. Ew.
No, you're the one that said it, you gross. So, if you guys didn't see Megan's reaction to when she learned what Fruity Pebbles really meant, you definitely need to both watch that short on it just to get a laugh. And number 2, go watch the TikTok that Jesse made talking about what Fruity Pebbles really means on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. It is not for the faint of heart, I assure you. Yeah, the Fruity Pebbles is pretty bad. Did you guys see? I
I'm
went
having
to
nightmares about it. I'm still cringing over here, and I can't take it.
Well, you saw I went to Dave's Hot Chicken the other night here in Las Vegas, and they were offering a Fruity Pebbles topped shake. It said like, a loaded top. That's what it said. And I was like, either they're trying to capitalize on the marketing right now, or whoever their marketing director has not seen Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That's the only thing I can think of, because you definitely don't want Fruity Pebbles and loaded top in the same section or same sentence. Excuse me. That's all I'm saying.
SP Mama 444, they have ruined everything. It's the licked cupcake. It's the poop in the brownies. Now the Fruity Pebbles have been ruined. What's next? Hot chocolate?
The cockroach and the
cockroach
ice cream sundae. Mm-hmm.
Nothing is safe anymore.
Mormons ruining everything since 1830. That's one of the t-shirt designs I put on our list. Do you remember that?
That's right. Yes, I love that one. And Jay Castro, we watch it so you don't have to. We do the recap for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you definitely should learn what Fruity Pebbles is, though. Just
honestly, if you watch the short, it'll be like a Band-Aid, just like ripping it off.
Drinks it down like dirty soda.
No, stop. All right. It's time for our members only live, Kirsten. Did you know that?
I did. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that because this is wild.
It's going nowhere fast down the Fruity Pebbles cereal aisle.
All right. Well, I know many of you were gifted memberships when we finally were able to do memberships. I know a lot of you got memberships as gifts. We're so grateful for that. The only reason that we do members only stuff is because
we like to.
It's because we can
be who we really are.
Yeah, it's because we can be even more snarky in our members only.
And Megan doesn't have to censor me in editing.
Well, and it's not only that, but also like we can share stuff that is copyrighted from the church. Like we can sing actual songs and stuff. So that's what we're mainly going to be doing over there. But we tried to make the membership levels affordable for everybody, but we desire all to partake. So if you would like to be a member, but you can't be, please email one of us. Mine is askmegan@gmail.com. Kirsten's is casual.advice@gmail.com. And then our ex-Mormon Snark is actually called lifeafterlds@gmail.com, in case you don't know.
Yes. I think we have it on our profile somewhere. We definitely get
we
emails there.
Yeah, we definitely do. Some people send us. All right. So if you would like to join us over there at the members only, and we're going to have a little reveal of our comments section, and we're going to get snarky about all the TBMs who have left us the dumb comments.
Yeah, it's gonna be such a great time. It'll be real bitchin', as Megan would say.
It's only because I watched The Grinch this last week. Aw, MB, thank you so much. This is so kind of you.
You guys are the best.
We desire all to receive
community.
it.
We do.
All right, we'll see you over there, guys. If you're not able to make it tonight, that's cool. We'll see you on Thursday.
See you on Thursday.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, don't forget, you guys.
Oh.
Hi, this is Loki, everyone.
The Lord does not need your money.